Okay, hi. Here in New Orleans, it has now been 1 week since our sitting mayor, LaToya Cantrell, was indicted by a federal grand jury. We have had mayors indicted before, but they were not in office when they got indicted. She was indicted on 11 different counts. It was the usual: wire fraud, bribery, misuse of funds. We're told that the indictment itself is over 45 pages long. As I said, she is not the first mayor to be indicted, merely the first to be indicted while in office. Our mayor, Ray Nagin, he was mayor during Hurricane Katrina. He was indicted again, was the same. It was wire fraud, it was bribery, and in his case it was also misuse of the allocations and contracts that we had gotten to rebuild the city after Hurricane Katrina. People ask, how do we feel about him? Is he a reviled mayor? Does he still have any fans? My answer would be Hurricane Katrina was mishandled by every office, every politician, every aspect of leadership that you could possibly think of. And it was also, it was Republicans, it was Democrats. There was not one person who could say, yes, I did this well and I did this competently and I'm proud. However, I actually would have said Mayor Nagin came the closest. I do not think that he mismanaged it as badly as others. Certainly he did not mismanage it as badly as our governor at the time, Kathleen Blanco, did. And also, he was a bit more of an inspirational figure. Unlike her, he was not saying that basically being trapped by rising water was the fault of us poor idiots who didn't have a car, so we were stuck here, and according to her, that was our fault. If we were just richer, we wouldn't have been here, and it wouldn't have mattered that the water was rising. And yes, she did say idiotic stuff like that. I'm paraphrasing, but that is pretty close to her monologues post-Katrina. So Mayor Nagin, after Katrina, he still had some time on his mayoral term to serve, and the opinion of him was generally very favorable. People thought that he did a decent job of leading the city through the crisis, of getting us to rebuild. And honestly, the New Orleans attitude is, okay, so he plumped up his nest a little bit. That's not the worst thing anybody in the world has ever done. It's not the worst thing a New Orleans politician has ever done. So most of us, when we found out that he was guilty, that he was going to do some jail time, most of us were more or less looking at the same way we would look at jaywalking. Okay, he did something bad, he'll serve his sentence, that's that, but he still remains a popular figure in New Orleans.